You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, the saga continues with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 not working. And what's crazy is that they come out with an update claiming that they had fixed this issue where the game was crashing at the client menu thing. So to explain to you guys what that is, the client menu. So it's when you're playing on PC, I mean it's even on console too, but it's that first initial screen that you go to right when you click on the game. So for an example, on console, so you turn on your Xbox, PlayStation. I'm trying to think, does PlayStation do it? No, PlayStation does it. But you click on the game, and then there's this big, giant, poster thing that pops up, and they'll say, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So, same thing with PC. If this thing pops up, it's like a poster-like thing, and it has a little loading thing at the bottom. It shows that it fully loads up, but it does nothing. For me, it does nothing. And they claimed that it shows that it came out with an update a few days ago that was supposed to fix that issue. And the issue ain't fixed. So right now, I'm verifying the files of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I'm going to try it again. But if it doesn't work, all right? If it does work, then okay, cool. I can now play a game that I spent $70 for. But if it doesn't, I'm out of $70. And what kind of upsets me about Steam, and I can't really put all of my anger on them, still it's Activision the developer's fault for, Sledgehammer, whatever, who developed Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 again? I think it's either Sledgehammer or Infinity Ward or something like that. Infinity Ward, so the developers are Infinity Ward, Raven Software, Beanox, Treyarch, High Moon Studios, Sledgehammer Games, Activision Shanghai, Demonware, Toys for Bob. Why do you have so many different developing teams for this one game? And how many let's just go Black Ops 3. See how many developers they had. They had Treyarch and Asper or something like that for Mac. But anyways, overall, the only developers that Black Ops 3 had was Treyarch. Let's just see even for another Modern Warfare title. Modern Warfare 3. Let's see who was the developers for that. Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. You guys only had two developers for that game, and that game got an overwhelmingly positive review. That's just for the recent, because it was a good game. It was solid. Why do you guys feel like you need... I honestly think that's the issue right there. There is no reason to have that many developers for one video game. One video game. And you mean to tell me there are companies, there are people... I'm going to just look through some first-person shooter games right now. Because I promise you, there are games out there where they literally have just one developer. Let's see how many developers Counter-Strike had. Valve and Hidden Path Entertainment. 2 developers. That's all that Counter-Strike, the more popular Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Let's see. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Ubisoft Montreal. Even though I have my issues with Ubisoft, I would rather honestly because Tom Clancy, last time I tried playing that game wasn't even loading up properly. So I feel like that's not a game to overall go based off of and things. But the fact that games like Apex Legend works, I played a little bit of Payday 2. That game is solid. In the recent months and stuff. Let me see some other games. Titanfall 2 was solid. What else? Ready or Not wasn't loading up for me either. Old Call of Duty titles, Insurgency Sandstorm, Battlefield 2042. What are some other games that I've seen that works? I'm saying, like, you even have it where you could probably play a game from, like, all the way back in 2005, and it'll be much more better than Call of Duty the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And that confuses me that I'm like, how is it that even, okay, so let's say it's not that. Then what is it? Why is it that this game doesn't start for some people? What do you got going on? And the thing is this, even it, like, regardless of the situation, so if it is the fact that they have too many developers, then I'm like, what, like, why did you, if you need that many developers to just work on one video game, then no, you guys should not be coming out with any more video games if you need that many people to just work on one video game. And the fact that there are people out there, and it trips me out on how there can be people out there that will release a video game by themselves and they will get horrible reviews, but you mean to tell me Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 can be the most selling game or shooting game on Steam, the top selling game? And I'm like, why? The game don't work. It's not good. That's not good. That's not a good look for a game. And I honestly, they need to have it where it's like a part of like a Game Pass or something. Like PlayStation's, their version of a Game Pass, or Xbox Game Pass. Because having it where people gotta pay money for a game that don't work, nah, that's not cool. That is not cool at all. And I'm like, I don't care what you guys got going on. Y'all need to fix it or run me my money back. But that just, and like I was saying, like, it upsets me with Steam. And I'm like, Steam should have it more set up to where it doesn't matter how many weeks it's been. It don't matter how many, because I guarantee and I promise you, if that was the case, where, because they probably know. People have been saying that they haven't had no issues on Xbox or so console, but PC, of course, because they know for a fact that that stuff has to, I think you can get a refund, but I think it's more difficult when it's with like PlayStation and Xbox. So they're probably like, oh, well, we're gonna make sure of it, that, because I guess they could, go and trade the game in rather than like, because the thing is this, I would, even if I don't even get all of my money back, the fact that I could get maybe even half of my money back, but I just don't have Call of Duty Modern Warfare anymore, because what's crazy is that they're putting in hours saying that I'm playing this game, and it's just me trying to start the game up. How am I playing the game if I'm just trying to start the game up? I've seen more times this game crash than me actually sitting down and playing it. The one time I actually genuinely sat down and played this game was one night when I was playing it with my friends. After that, the game went right back to crap. From co-op being crap, from, me streaming multiplayer and that being crap, stuff not even loading up. Well, there's some other things. Campaign was probably the only good thing. And that's so scummy. That is such a scam to have it where it's like, oh yeah, let's release the campaign mode, and that, because yeah, it ain't like that's an online part of the game and things. I'm like, you know what? Like I said, I just know when the next Call of Duty game comes out, I will not be buying it. I will buy any other first-person shooter than to buy that game. Because I'm like, at least the thing is, and I know how much like I have my issues with the Fallout series. I would rather go and play Fallout, all of the Fallouts, than to play and to just go, even if it's down to it where I get all the Fallout games for free, and I have to play those games and get 100% in all of them, despite all of the creepy insects and things that they got going on in that game. I would rather go through that. Go through that time of me when I was a kid playing Fallout 3, coming across some of the most craziest things in that game, literally giving me the worst anxiety sweats of all time, than to go out and buy Call of Duty. I don't even care if they're giving me a discount. I don't even care if they're giving me that game for free. I don't even want the game for free. That's sad. That's sad to look at a game where it was one of the most respected games in the gaming community. Now look at it. A game that can't even start up, it can't even load up and things, and people are supposed to go out and buy it? No, that's not. So I verified the files. Let's just see if the game loads up. If the game loads up, then I take back everything that I said. But if this game doesn't load up, and they came out with an update 3 days ago talking about, oh yeah, we fixed it, and it doesn't do nothing, no. I want people to not, if you have it on console, if you have it on disc, Go take it into GameStops. There are so many other games that you guys can play. Take your games back to GameStops. Freaking delete the game, or if if you've played it under 2 weeks and 2 hours on Steam or whatever, or Battle.net, get your money back. But it's in the game. It's crazy. They say like verify the files to fix the game, and that just makes it worse. To where it's like you go and try to start the game, and they talk about like 38 files was reacquired or whatever dumb stuff, and then you go and try to play the game, and then it says it's like, okay, press stop, and to stop the game. I don't press anything because I obviously want to play it, and then it goes right back to the play button. Yeah, I'm uninstalling this game. It honestly, it doesn't even I don't particularly care anymore. I'm like, you know what? Hey, if that's what they're gonna do, then yeah, just know that I won't be buying. I will boycott. I will tell everybody in this. No, and I am. I'm gonna make videos all like, whatever next Call of Duty is coming out, do not buy it, because they obviously can't sit down and fix the games that they got now. So why should we invest in the next Call of Duty? I don't care what commercials they have. I don't care who's gonna be in the next season of Warzone. If you guys can't come out with a game that works properly, why should we support you guys? Why is it that you guys, your games be having mixed? Let's just Activision. So yeah, Call of Duty being the latest. Hold on, let's see like list, or do they have like a thing where it just shows like all the latest games like that's been released? Crash Bandicoot, that's probably the only good thing that you guys got going on. But it was like last time they released the Call of Duty title on Steam was World War II. That got mixed ratings. And then this one, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, that has mixed ratings. Modern Warfare Remastered, that has mixed ratings. What are some other Call of Duty titles do they have? Infinite Warfare, that has mixed, and I'd rather play Infinite Warfare than to play that. So games, okay, so those are actually Black Ops 3. So that was like the last good Call of Duty game that you guys released, all the way back in 2015. And the only reason, and what's sad, the only reason why that game is good is because of the community that plays that game. If it wasn't for you guys adding mods to that game, people would not mess with Call of Duty. They wouldn't want to play it. They wouldn't want anything to do with that game. And it's sad that the fans have to make your guys' game better. And if you look at a lot of their of like the Call of Duty titles, that's why. When you have YouTubers playing this game, making videos of this game every single day, when you have YouTubers streaming this game on all these different platforms every day, when you have them posting videos on TikTok, overall, it's going to generate some views for them. It's going to generate some attention. Imagine if you guys didn't have any of that stuff. Then what would you do? See, that's why they put out these halfway made games, because they know regardless, it's going to work they're going to make sure that the game works for some people. It might not work for everybody, but it's going to work for some people, and they're going to make sure of it, that they put those guys in the best lobbies, make sure that the game is perfect for them, all that other crap, and then they can post about it all across social media, and then that's how they pretty much make their money. By people, they're like, oh, well, somebody's going to promote this game, then somebody's just going to overall bite the bullet and go out and buy it. Well, to those people, no, do not buy any more Call of Duty games. The old ones, okay, like Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare, well, even though that but it's only the campaign and stuff, so maybe buy it on console, I guess, like, buy it on disc. The thing is this, if you're going to buy a Call of Duty game, make sure it's like, if it's not good, buy, or and then that's the thing where it's like sometimes they might do some old scamming. Well, no, they did it with this last Call of Duty. They'll wait until after the 2 weeks, and then after the 2 hours, and then that's when the game starts messing up and being all weird on you and stuff. Because that's what they did with me with this last Modern Warfare 2, is that they made sure of it, that they're like, oh yeah, game's gonna come out 2 weeks early, or the campaign is gonna come out 2 weeks early, and they ensured it's like, okay, well, they campaign, and that's honestly what I should have done, is waited like a day before and then went out. Well, I don't even think would it have worked like that. I don't think they would have had it because I think it was like a time frame where you had to and I'm like, you guys, man, scammers, honestly, Activision, all those people, all scammers, where it's like you guys worked on literally the most, like I said, one of the most respected titles in the gaming community. in your latest game doesn't work. At least on PC. On console, I think it works, but not on PC. And I'm like, look, it's gotten to the point I don't want to play the game on console. I don't want to play the game on PC. If they come out with a Nintendo Switch version, I don't even want to play that. I don't want to play no cell phone, the Call of Duty mobile. I don't want to play no Call of Duty Game Boy game. I don't want to play anything Call of Duty related. Maybe the old games, but I'm still kind of iffy about that. The only reason why I want to play the old games is because of the campaign. And that's sad. That's the only... So why not just start releasing campaign games then? If multiplayer and all that stuff is just shot and it doesn't work, then why not just focus on campaign? I would rather see Call of Duty come out with a campaign-only game, right? Campaign-only game that all they do is just add missions and make it just... And that's honestly, that will probably be the best thing that Call of Duty could do. You guys already had released a multiplayer-only Call of Duty, and that was decent. But if you guys, I feel like if they were to maybe release a campaign-only game, no issues, no online stuff, none of that. People want to up the difficulties, they very well can do that, right? But anyways, and they can even have it where it's just like it's a single player. Well, like a single player multiplayer type thing. To explain that, so it's like combat training a little bit, but they have it where it's a part of campaign, where it's like, oh, you have to go into these areas and get into these little fights. They can do some stuff like that, but other than that, multiplayer titles, no. Y'all need to stay away from the multiplayer stuff, because the only thing, you only focus on one thing and one thing only. When it comes to multiplayer, co-op, and campaign, you guys don't focus on none of that. The only thing that you focus on is Warzone. So what you guys need to either do is just start releasing Warzone, just Call of Duty Warzone 3, Call of Duty Warzone 4, focus on that, and stop releasing these AAA titles and having people pay $70-something for it. But I think I did hear that they're not going to come out with another Call of Duty this year, and I'm like, good, because you guys honestly don't. If that's what you guys are going to come out with, next Call of Duty support is set to launch PC. Yeah, and then I don't know why. I don't know who said a premium. Why are they saying it's a premium? There ain't nothing premium about Call of Duty when the Call of Duty that they got out now ain't nothing. That's literally like back of the gas station crap. Like, that's what that is. But it ain't nothing premium about Call of Duty. It is like Forbes.com talking about it. Let's see. Following the rumors, don't care about that. Don't care about that at all, and it still ain't going nowhere. Okay, so I hate Forbes, man. You try to read an article, and they always gotta have some pop-ups and stuff, and I'm like, I'm trying to read. I'm not trying to look at no pop-ups. But anyways, regardless, I'm like, I can care less on what Call of Duty is coming out. I know I'm not gonna be buying it, so if I do, I'm gonna buy it on console, and I'm buying the disc version. And I'm like, and if I don't like it, then hey, I know I could get my money back, or not. I might not be able to get my money back, but at least I know that game is no longer in my possession, and I ain't gotta worry about it no more. So that's overall my advice to people. If you're gonna buy Call of Duty, go out, buy you a console, play it on there. And if the game is crap, because they're gonna make sure of it, the console versions, and I think that's why they probably focus a little bit more on the console versions, is for one, they probably know not too many people are going to have a PC, but they do know that the PC community, they are going to be playing it and stuff. So they probably do some things with no, they don't even do that. They literally do the bare minimum for PC, and then when it comes to console, they know if a person don't like the game, they very well could go up to GameStops. So yeah, let's try to make it seem like that, buying it online all early and stuff. That's because they know GameStops don't be selling games early and things, so they're all like, oh yeah, well, let's go ahead and sell it all early and stuff on Xbox, PlayStation, make sure that nobody don't get their money back and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, they need to stop doing that. I'm all like, you guys just need to stick to the release date. Don't do no early crap. Don't do none of that. I'm like, I'd rather see the game get delayed and you guys actually focusing. But I don't want to see no Call of Duty get released this year, because it makes no sense, the fact that you guys got one out now and it don't work. That don't make no sense. I ain't even trying to hear no explanation on why it doesn't work. I'm like, a game that you've had. Hold on. Let me just go and see how many developers altogether. Let's add this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 developing teams. 9. Okay? That is 9 of your fingers. Okay? That's 9 tally marks. That is the number 9. That's how many developers that you guys, developing teams, not just developers, developing teams. I'd imagine that all of these guys, whoever it is, these companies or developing studios, they have multiple people that's working for them. And the fact that you guys got that many, 9, bro, 9 teams, including the publishers, you have that many teams. And you mean to tell me that the game is still trash? That no, there's no way possible that you guys can give out any explanation on why this game doesn't work. I refuse to believe anything that you guys got to say unless it is the honest to God truth. But if it's not, I'm not hearing nothing that you guys have to say because the game is broken. And it's crazy to say that one of the biggest titles in the world, it doesn't even work. That makes no sense. And there's other people that's been talking about it too. There's the one YouTuber, and she streams on Twitch too, but her name is Crusader, and she's even done tweets talking about how the game don't work. And I don't know what game she plays. I don't think she plays Call of Duty or like streaming it. I don't even think the game works for her, so she can't stream it or play it or anything. So yeah, it's but no, even she's came out and made tweets talking about it. So yeah, I'm like, no, Call of Duty, that Activision, you guys are whack for that. You guys are seriously whack for coming out with a game, having people pay $70 for the game. Let's see where it's retailing, because they probably ain't got it on sale. That's what honestly Steam needs to do. They need to force their hands and be, oh no, they do have it on sale so right now, or so the retail price is $69.99. They got it out for $45.49, and then that's the regular edition. Then the Vault edition, which is $99.99, they got it on sale for 25% off, which is $74.99. And then they got like this little points option where you can, like, so if there's people out here really buying these points, and then they got like an upgrade to Vault, and they got like some DLC stuff, honestly, it's not worth it. It's none of that stuff is worth it, because I'm like, the game doesn't even work. And I'm like, and the fact that you guys came out with an update and it literally says fixes several issues causing crashes on game client start as we continue to prioritize further fixes. It doesn't fix the game, so I'm like, obviously you guys gonna have to come out with it. No, but I honestly think that what Steam needs to do is Steam needs to force their hands. Battle.net is their own thing. I don't know if, I think that's like an Activision-owned company, or, you know, platform or whatever they want to call it. But Steam needs to force their hand and tell them, if you guys don't fix your game within this time to where it plays for everybody, we're taking the game out of the store. Because no, there shouldn't be anybody out there buying a game that doesn't work. So I will be making videos. I will be talking about it, because I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense to me. So, but anyways, stay tuned for the next podcast episode. Talk to y'all later. I ain't gonna do no promo stuff and things, but anyways, thank you guys. Peace.